Live from the Trinity Anglican School Studios, this is TAS TV.
Hello everyone, my name is Raphael and welcome to TAS TV. In today's episode, we're speaking with one of our Trinity Anglican School students about Round Square and where it can take you. We'll also be getting out onto the water to discover sailing. But first, the senior year at school holds a lot of responsibility. Joel Turnbull recently caught up with our school captains to find out exactly what they do and why they love doing it.
The Year 12 leaders have a lot of responsibilities, so we've decided to ask them a couple questions ourselves. Being a leader takes responsibility and dedication. What is the most challenging part of being a captain?
I think just remembering that all the time people are looking to you as their role models and as their people to look up to and to follow suit. So I think it's important. The most challenging part is maintaining that confident and clear leadership that's really important to setting a good role model for younger students.
So what are you hoping to achieve as captains in 2020?
Well, I think this year we don't want to just be your typical captains, and we want to spice it up and make sure that everyone is enjoying everything in assembly and always looking up to us and having fun, rather than just seeing us as the Year 12s that are scary and intimidating, but rather as your peers who are always there for you.
What have you learnt from past captains, and how do you plan on applying that knowledge?
I think something the past captains did well is have fun with the role. You know, make sure that even though they were working hard and committed to their studies, they still put some extra effort into their role as school captain and made sure that that effort showed to the school. And they, I think a lot of the students appreciated that and could look up to them and appreciate what they were doing as leaders. And I think that what I really learned is that they just keep both sides of their life balanced.
Do you have any advice for the possible captains of 2021?
Well, it's difficult, and you need to make sure that you're always organised and just willing to be there for everyone, and being able to tell when you need to say no and not just saying yes for the sake of it, but being able to know what you can do and do them all well.
Joel Turnbull, TAS TV.
Trinity Anglican School student Ella Reed recently represented TAS at a Round Square conference overseas. Reporter Matthew Ryan caught up with Ella to find out more.
Have you ever wanted to travel the world and represent your school? Well, that's what Round Square is. I'm joined with Ella Reeves, who is the international captain. Ella, you recently had a trip to Japan. How was it, and what did you do?
So I went for 3 months. It was amazing. So I went in winter, so it was really cold, and I stayed over Christmas and New Year's, so I got to experience all the New Year's celebrations because they don't do much of a Christmas over there. And I went to a high school called Keimei Gakuen in Tokyo, and I made lots of friends, learned heaps of Japanese, and it was an amazing experience. Recommend it to everyone.
Ella, what are Round Square ideals?
So the Round Square is based upon the ideals philosophy, internationalism, democracy, environmentalism, adventure, leadership, and service.
Ella, why did you choose to become an international captain?
So I just think internationalism is really important, especially as we're a growing society, and especially in Cairns we get lots of tourists coming in. I think it's really important to understand other cultures and other people's identities and perspectives, and I think language is a major part of that, which is part of the reason why I chose to go on a Round Square exchange.
Thank you for that. Back to you.
Now, at Trinity Anglican School, classes aren't always held in a classroom. TAS TV discovered recently that some students found their lessons were a little wetter than usual.
I'm joined with Fletcher, who recently competed down at the Interschool Sailing Competition in town. Where was it located?
So the sailing competition was located out at the Cairns Yacht Club. It's near the Salt House out at the marina out there.
How was the competition? Tough, easy?
Well, we go up against world champions at the yacht club down there because we have teams from Atherton who are really good. But I think it's definitely a good challenge for us, and it pushes us to limits that we probably wouldn't get to go to everywhere else. So it wasn't easy, but I think that it was definitely worth it. It was good fun.
What can someone do to participate?
So to join the sailing team, you don't need to have a lot of sailing experience, but once you join the team, we can organize events for you to go to train, and you pretty much just need to come along, have a good time, try to be open to learning some new skills, and overall I reckon that it's definitely something that everyone should at least try once in their life.
How did TAS go?
We did all right. We came third and fourth out of, I think it was 7 teams. And considering the lack of training that we do compared to some of the other teams there, we did pretty well, actually.
What was your favorite part about it?
I mean, my favorite part all the time is always just when we get out there. It's like 5 minutes of racing, and it's just screaming rules at each other, and it's just fast sailing. It's intense, and it's just all a good time, to be honest. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Back to you.
Well, that's our show for today. We hope you've enjoyed it. And remember, if there's a story to be told, then TAS TV will tell it. Until next time, I'm Raphael Springle. Goodbye.